What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Blades with Bill. Today we're going to be doing a full review of the QSP Canary. But before we get into that, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. It really does help out. It's interaction, showing YouTube that there's interest in the videos, which ultimately will make YouTube push the videos more. Please, even if you're just here this long, it doesn't cost anybody anything just to hit that thumbs up. Heck, hit the thumbs down. It's still interaction. Although I will say, if you want to give me a thumbs down, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what you don't like. Let's go up close and we'll look at the knife and do size comparison and some measurements on it and stuff, and then we'll come back up and I'll give you all my thoughts on it. Alright, so again we have the QSP Canary. We have a black stonewash 14C 28N fixed blade knife that has a 2.5 inch blade, 2 3/4 inch handle, so it has an overall length of 5 1/4 inches. It is a full tang with, again, G10 liners, and they have holes through it to help with weight. I know I've heard it said that this could possibly be for, like, if you use this as took this on like a camping trip or bushcrafting and wanted to attach it to a stick to use it as a spear, you could. You probably could do that. I don't know. It's not something I'm going to try. As far as the knife itself goes, as a knife, the only issue that I had was the fact that it's as small as it is. So it's a 3-finger knife for me, but that's also why I put the lanyard with the bullet bead. I liked having that on there so that my pinky knows what it's grabbing. Plus, if I want to I'm holding it like this when I pull it out of and it does come with this Kydex sheath that looks like carbon fiber. Now, it didn't come with this paracord lanyard, but that's what I chose to use instead of the metal one that they gave us, or that it comes with. But, so if this was hanging on your neck, take it out, your hand's like that. But if you want to use it to where you get your finger out there, having that bead on there that's bigger than the paracord itself is kind of nice, because it allows the cord to roll, and then I can just get it right out there to the tip. That's why I went with the bead that's as big as it is. So mine, with this gigantic bead and lanyard, comes in weighing just barely over 2.5 ounces. So that's not too bad. With the Kydex sheath, and again, this is a paracord lanyard that I used, or paracord that I used to make the necklace part of it out of. Even with all that, it still only comes in at just under 3 1/4 ounces. And this bead is not light. So the knife itself is rather light. The thickness of the handles is 305 thousandths, call it. Thickest part of the blade is coming in at 116 thousandths. And then the thickness behind the edge is 16 thousandths. So it is a fairly slicey blade. do a little size comparison. I don't really have a whole lot of fixed blades, but here's one that I have that I did on this channel. It is the Tucson TS150, which is an extremely tiny little knife. And then I tried to pick some things that are fairly popular and not huge, because again, it's not a very big knife. So we have the Rat Model 2 and the Civivi Elementum, both of which are bigger, but I know both of these are very popular in the knife community, so that should give some people an idea on how big the Canary is. The CJRB Pyrite and the QSP Penguin. Again, both of which are bigger knives, but I know, again, these are both very popular knives, so that's why I figured there'd be a good number of people who know it and would be able to get an idea of what the size of the Canary is. And then the Civivi Baby Banter and the CJRB Maileah, which both of these are much closer in size to the QSP Canary, which is again why I went with these, and I know these are also very popular, especially the Baby Banter. And really, you get a little bit more cutting edge on the QSP than either one of the others. And both have more handle than the QSP. And then the last two, because I know again these are very popular, the Kizer Mini Sheepdog and the ProTech Runt 5. So again, the Mini Sheepdog isn't a whole lot bigger as far as blade goes, but it is bigger. And then of course the Runt 5 has less blade, obviously, because it's a California legal, or supposed to be California legal auto, so it's under 2 inches at 1.9 inches for the blade. But even then, you still get a little more handle out of the Runt 5 than you do the QSP. Let's go back up top and I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. As far as the knife goes, I really had no problem with it. It's very, very slicey. It's extremely light. So as far as a neck knife goes, that is the only good and or bad about it to me. It was so light that half the time I forgot that I had it even on. So I mean, it was good in the way that it was light enough that it wasn't weighing me down. But I also forgot that I hadn't had it on, so I wouldn't use it as much as I wanted to. I did cut up, again, we go through a lot of single wall cardboard stuff around here, so I just take and start slicing on it, and it did fine. It's 14C. I had no problems. And sliced up cardboard with it just fine. Stropped it. And again, I wore this for probably a week, week and a half, and had no problems with the way it cut, the way it feels in hand. The only issue I had was the fact that it was a little small, which I knew it was going to be a little small for my hand, but I also knew that it's kind of meant to be. That's why it's a neck knife. As far as the sheath goes, it's got nice positive retention. I never had an issue with it wanting to fall out of the sheath while I was wearing it by any means. And again, it was light enough that I just took and put it on in between the shirts, and it was fine. Even if I bent over to pick something up or whatever, like, I could kind of feel it pressing up against the shirt, but it wasn't bad enough for me to be like, yeah, I can't stand this. So that's what this is kind of meant to be, is a little neck knife. That's what they intended it for. And as I said, I'm pretty sure in the unboxing video, you could probably get like an ulti clip or a small tech lock or something that would fit this, and you could use it as like a small pocket carry knife, fixed blade, or put it on your belt and put it, you know, just have a small fixed blade. As far as anything else, like, I really had no problems. The jimping is good enough to keep your finger where you want it to be without being harsh in any way. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's cutting or anything. It's not stabbing. It's smooth, but it still has retention on your finger, so it's nice. If it'll focus. It is decent jimping. I had no problem with that either. So if you're looking for a neck knife, and the only reason you haven't picked up, say, like a Minimalist from CRKT is because it's 8CR, this is 14C. This is fairly decent, and for the price, you really can't go wrong. It's right around 50 bucks for this. Pretty sure it's a little under for most versions of this. I think there's one version of it that you can get like green micarta handle scales and a Damascus blade instead of 14C, and I think more expensive, but I don't remember exactly. So would I recommend this knife? Yes. I found no issues with it. It's good for what it's meant to be. If a neck knife is something to be, you know it's there, but you don't feel it there, did just fine. Was there when I needed it. Cut what I wanted it to cut. Again, if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I release a new video here on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at Blades with Bill. I'm on Facebook as Blades with Bill. I have my own Facebook page, which is Blades with Bill. And then I'm also just starting to try and get using Reddit, and I'm on there as Blades with Bill. So feel free to follow me on all my socials. Leave a comment down below, like I said. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, it counts as in the YouTube algorithm as interaction with the video, showing an interest in the video. So please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs down. Leave a comment. Share. These are the best things that you can do to help me out with keeping this channel going, moving forward. So have a great day. Stay safe. Peace.